Awesome. Okay, good. I almost forgot. Caught myself. Okay, so yeah, just on your backs. And really take up some space here. Open up your arms, open up your legs. Okay, now take your hands to the lowest part of your rib cage. You're going to feel that lowest rib. Okay? And then whoever came on, we are on our backs. I can't see the screen. We're on our backs and we're doing shoulders and core tonight, amongst other things, but that's our focus. So with your hands on your lower ribs, gently, gently, slide your fingertips toward each other until the finger just kind of come between each other, just a little bit, right? So it's like your fingertips, like your fingers are spread and the fingers are coming in like a zipper, but just a little bit. They're just coming into the other fingers just a little bit. Now, as you breathe, let your fingers slide apart. As you exhale, they come back together. Now, inhale, draw that rib cage really wide, fingers spread apart. Let your exhale be easy. Let the sides of the ribs come together, fingertips come together again. Now, if that's too difficult for you, we're getting into a side ribcage breath. Now, listen, if that's too much for you in terms of those fingertips, if you're not feeling that, just take your hands gently to the sides of the ribs. And every time you exhale, feel the ribcage on the right side and the left side come apart and widen. And with your exhale, come together again. Notice if you're holding any pressure in your shoulders. If you are, take your elbows down a little bit. Soften the upper arms. So just feel the sides of the rib cage widen and narrow a bit. Kind of getting thinking about rib cage breath tonight. All right, soften your fingertips here. Bring your fingers again, bring your hands to the lower ribs. We're going to talk about this every once in a while, and that is not flaring out your rib cage. When you flare your rib cage out, you put undue pressure on the mid back instead of using, nice core work. So feel the edges of your ribs. Put your fingers underneath that lower rib. Try to bring those lower ribs down a bit. That's what I mean. Now lift them up as much as you can. That's a flaring rib cage. Now soften them down. Lift them up. Notice what the mid back does here. Presses them forward and bring them down. So if you keep them down, you're keeping nice pressure in your canister, which is your torso, from the rib cage to your pubic bone to your pelvic floor. All right. Bring your arms to the sides in a T position. Palms are up. Soften the arms, soften the shoulders. Bring the legs together so they're parallel, about hip distance apart. And then relax your feet. Wiggle your chin to your chest. Drop the weight of your head into your mat. And very slowly turn your head to the right. Feel this movement. Just really get inside and feel it. Now soften the right shoulder beneath the right shin. Now try to do that nice ribcage breath where the ribcage draws out to the sides. Now when you do that side movement of the ribcage, the front and the back of the ribcage will also move. That's the way it goes, of course. But you can almost feel the increased capacity, right? When you draw the rib cage open to the side, capacity for the lungs, for the breath, for the oxygen. So very often we kind of do shallow breathing where we don't really get the rib cage to extend like this. And the more you do this, the more flexible the rib cage becomes, the deeper your breath becomes. Now slowly take your head to the left, real slowly. Feel where the back of the head is pressing into the mat. Enjoy that pressure. Bring your head to the left, slowly, slowly. Drop the chin, drop that left shoulder. Add the ribcage breath. Okay, now you can stop focusing on side to side and instead focus on a full 360-degree expansion of the rib cage. So we're getting front and back of the ribs as well as sides. And if your eyes are closed, and even if they're not, you'll probably notice how these deep breaths are very relaxing. Now, slowly enjoying that pressure at the back of the skull, take your head back to center, chin to the chest. So it's kind of like you're kind of like nuzzling the back of your skull into your mat. Bring the arms up slowly. And bring them overhead. Feel those shoulders begin to open. Feel the spine begin to lengthen. Now, don't let the thumbs touch the ground. Instead, notice if you're flaring your rib cage up. Just feel it. Drop the rib cage. Drop the rib cage. Now reach the fingertips up with the rib cage dropped. Chin to the chest, stretch, stretch, stretch. Ready for this? We're going to add lower body. Flex the heels and press the heels away from you. Spread your toes and then press the backs of your legs into the ground. So you've got the whole body working here, isometrically. Slowly begin to bring the right leg to the ceiling and both arms, palms are facing each other. Feel the right lower back. Make deeper contact with the mat. Grab the back of that leg, intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows, and just stretch that leg, drawing it down toward you. Back of the thigh. Okay, give that right back thigh about 3 big breaths. Chin to the chest, make sure it didn't jut up. Listen up, extend the arms to the ceiling, palms facing each other. Flex that right heel, press it up to the ceiling. Take the arms down to the sides, palms up, T position. Now begin to circle that right heel to the ceiling. I'm thinking about fern, thinking about core. Okay, nice circles here. Breathe through these. Keep the leg long by pressing that flexed heel up towards your ceiling. Reverse the circle. It's nice and controlled. Keep the shoulders nice and soft. Keep the arms below the shoulders. If the arms are above the shoulders, they're going to tense up. All right, flex that heel to the ceiling, quiet the leg, and slowly bring that leg to the ground. Now, I mean really slowly. Press the other heel into the ground for stability, the left. Now, as you're coming down slowly, you're going to feel the top of the thigh work. You're going to feel the hip work. Yeah, press, press, press through that heel until it touches the ground. And once that heel touches the ground, soften the right leg, the right foot, your entire body. All right. Flex the left heel. Flex the right heel. Bring both arms up. Palms are facing each other. Bring the left leg up slowly. Heel stays flexed. Grab the back of that leg. Intertwine your fingers so you can get that leg from below the knee or above it, just not behind the knee. Bend your elbows to the sides. We just don't want to put undue pressure on the knee joint. All right, 3 big rib cage breaths. Focus to the back of that left thigh, chin to the chest. Notice the feeling. All right. Leg goes straight up to the ceiling with a very flexed heel. Back of the leg is nice and open. Drop the arms to the sides, palms up. Make sure they're below the shoulder. Chin to the chest. And here we go. Flex that heel and make circles. All right. Starting to engage more of the core, the hip. Okay, so in terms of how big you want to make the circles, play with this. Notice how there's a certain point where you get so big, you're losing control. You're losing your connection with core, right? You no longer feel the core working. Make it so small and controlled that you're really connecting with this movement. Then once you get that connection, then you can make it bigger if you'd like. Let's reverse it. Just get inside and notice the feeling in that left hip and in the belly. All right. Now flex that heel even more and slowly bring it down. Now listen, as you're bringing it down, feel as if you're pressing through the heel deeply, flexing it deeply. Leg stays as straight as possible. And then once that heel touches the floor, soften the leg, the foot, the entire body. All right, bring your knees up to the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. All right, and just rock side to side. You know what I'm going to do? I want to make sure everyone's muted here so we're not picking up anyone. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So rocking side to side to release the lower back. Okay. All right. So release the legs and let the knees bend directly over your hips. So that means that the thighs are going straight up to the ceiling, making a T, right? A nice right angle with the ceiling. Press your palms right into the tops of your thighs. Bring your elbows as close to your body as possible, but without hugging. Flex both heels. Draw the navel down. Feel the lower back make contact with the mat. Now, press the thighs into the hands and the hands, the palms into the thighs as hard as you can. It's like you want to push your legs into your hands, but they're not going anywhere. And then you're pushing your hands into your legs. So everything's staying put, but there's a lot of energy there. So nice SI, lower back release. Release that. Take your knees to your chest just a little bit, and then knees over the hips again. Okay, again, press into the thighs, pull the belly down, flex the heels, and press. Press, keep that belly dropping down toward your spine. And feel that. And release. Knees to the chest. Cross at the ankles. Bring your arms up to the ceiling, palms come together, intertwine your fingers. See that little basket that you made, your palms? See it right over you? Scoop that under your head and nestle that basket into the base of your skull. Feel how long and straight your spine is. Look straight up at the ceiling with your face. Okay, you have a big orange between your chin and your chest. So the chin can't get any closer to the chest than it is right now. Lift the chest and the upper back from the ground. There's the upper abs working, and pulse. Breathe out when you come out, through the mouth, in through the nose when you come back down. They're tiny movements, but they're deep in the upper abdominal region. All right, hold it up. Get the elbows out to the sides. Remember that orange. Straighten both legs away from you. Now bring them into the chest. Straighten them away into the chest. Straighten into the chest. Take the other foot on the top, so switch ankles, switch the way you're crossed. Straight out and in. Remember to exhale. So slow and controlled here. Uncross at the ankles. Take the knees to the chest. Lift the chest to the ceiling as high as you can take it. Straighten the right leg. Flex that right heel. Lift off the ground just a little more with the shoulders. Turn your entire torso toward your left knee. Switch sides. Right knee bends. Left leg straight. Turn your torso to the right. Now to the left. And to the right, remember you're picking up your torso, lifting it, and then turning it. So you're using the abs for all of this. You're not using any inertia from your body weight, right? You're not just flicking side to side with your body. Knees to the chest, squeeze it, open it, squeeze. Take the legs away, squeeze. Take them away, squeeze and hold, and pulse right at the top. Pulse, pulse, feel the crunch, feel the crunch, feel the crunch. Yeah. Hold it. And feet come down to the ground, head comes to the ground. Take the soles of the feet together, let the knees fall to the sides. Let the inner thighs and the groin relax. If your lower back is bothering you here, slide your heels a little farther away from your body. All right, so just take a few moments here to allow those inner thighs to release a little bit more. Press the feet together as hard as you can. You're going to feel the inner thighs now begin to not relax, but ignite. Now press so much that you actually feel your buttocks get into the picture. Now a little more and a little more. Keep that energy down there. Keep pressing. Lift your head to the ceiling again and pulse. Now listen, you want to really have some fun. Every time you come up and you breathe out, press the feet together just a little more. And bring it down. Bring the arms to the sides, palms are up. Bring the knees together slowly. Bring the feet off the ground. All right, knees are bent over the hips. Okay, now glue your legs together. Soften your shoulders. Now begin to take your legs from side to side. Remember, they're glued together. And just bring them as close to the floor as you can with being able to bring them back up again. Okay, so you don't have to go really close to the floor. Just as close as you can get. Right? And every day is different, just as close as you can get today. Listen to your body. Don't force through anything. If your lower back bothers you, back off a bit. All right. Now let the legs fall completely into the ground to the right side. All right, nice. Bring the left arm up to the ceiling. Now, draw the left arm straight out to the side and begin to take your chest toward that arm. So you're twisting some more, looking out to the left. Keep that. Now bring that arm up and overhead. And then to the side again. So this is a side bend for the ribs. And then to the side again. Now take your head up, looking up toward the ceiling. Bring that arm straight up to the ceiling. Make a fist. Press that fist up to the ceiling. You're going to feel your arm bone lift up and out from your shoulder joint just a little bit. And that's what we want. We're making space in the shoulder girdle because we're going to open it up nice and big now. Now, press it up, release the punch and straighten those fingers and squeeze the fingers together. This is called blade shape. Notice if you're crunching in your right shoulder when you do that. Release. Now spread the fingers apart. Now wiggle them. Now look up at your fingers. Try to get all those little joints, right? So you have 1, 2, 3 joints in each of those fingers. I guess, does the thumb only have 2? All right, the thumb may only have 2. Okay, bring your arm overhead. Float it out to your left. Now down toward the bottom of your mat. You're making a huge circle with that arm. Now to your right side, comes over that other arm. Now above your head. Here we go again, another big circle. Side, bottom, other side, over the head. Let's reverse it. This time to the right, over your hip toward the bottom of your mat. Left, overhead. Yeah, feel that shoulder. To the right, to the bottom of your mat. To the left and keep it there. Drop the arm, palm is up. All right. Squeeze your legs together, glue them together again. Draw your navel back. Take your legs back to center. You've probably got unstraightened from this move in your spine. So just rock side to side here. And then rock your hips one at a time toward the bottom of your mat, elongating here. Okay, chin to the chest, bend your knees. Arms are in a T pose. Knees are bent over your, well, not over your hips because they're going to get glued together again. Glue them together. Soften your shoulders. Here we go, side to side again. Left. If you started right, that's okay. Just remember we're going to drop them to the left after a few more. So next time those legs come to the left side, let them drop into the ground. Yeah, and this is where your pillow can come in handy. You can prop a couple pillows or one pillow under those legs if they don't hit the ground. All right, now we're going to just turn the rib cage a little bit more. So just take your right shoulder out toward your right, like you're trying to move it toward your right hand as you turn your head slightly to the right. Okay? And now reach out with the right fingertips. Reach out so the hand comes off the ground and then bring that arm overhead. If you can't get it all the way overhead, that's okay. And then out to the side again. We're just looking for more twist here in the rib cage. And then up and here. Drop that hand into the ground. Take your head, look straight up at the ceiling. Right arm comes straight up. Lift that arm up to the ceiling. So again, lifting the arm bone a bit out of the shoulder joint here just to make more space. Make a fist, punch that fist up to your ceiling as high as you can get it. Left shoulder stays soft. Now blade shape, straight fingers pressed together. Now the fingers come apart and you move. Yeah. Yeah, see the thumb has 2 and everybody else has 3. Joints, that is. All right. Nice, nice. Just good to get those joints moving and the fingers. Okay, here we go. Now we go overhead. Here's where we do the really nice circle, and then we sweep to the right. Oh, look how open the chest is with that move. Then down to the ground, to the bottom of the mat. Left, overhead, right. Nice circle. Feel this in your shoulder. Feel the movement. Feel the opening in that joint. Reverse. Slow. Overhead. Left. Bottom of the mat. Right. Overhead. Left. Bottom of the mat. Right. And the arm comes down with the palm up. Squeeze the legs together. Bring the navel back. Slowly get those legs back up. All right. Nice. So, cross at the ankles. Oh, let's do a bridge pose while we're at it. Have we done a bridge pose for? Well, maybe we have, but let's do one because I want to do a bridge pose and get a little connected to the lower back. Okay, so just hanging out here, knees are bent, feet are into the mat, they're parallel, hip distance, chin to the chest. Okay, listen up, drop the lower ribs. Drop the lower ribs some more. Drop them some more, just let them soften. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a really small curl of the tailbone. So draw your belly down a bit and begin picking up your lower back from the ground. And it's like you're curling your lower back, your tail in just a bit. Now release it back to the ground. It's a really nice slow move. It's just the lower back we're picking up now. Curl, release. All in the lower back. Curl that tailbone in, little coil, tighten it up, release it back to the ground. One more. Curl, release. Take your palms down, take your arms a little farther from your body than they were, chin to the chest. Do that little curl. Curl, curl, curl as much as you can. And when you tuck in that curl, you're going to use your lower abs, right? You need those lower abs to make that pelvic tilt. Now, begin to lift the spine off the ground, pressing down into the feet to do this. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to do it slowly tonight. Nice. Once you're up here, you're going to feel the tops of your thighs work. You're going to feel your glutes work. But try not to use basically around your anus. Don't squeeze your anus. Lift from the glutes instead, from the butt. Now, we're going to let the spine back down just as slowly. It's curved when it comes down. You let one vertebrae down at a time. One at a time. It's slow and easy. Feel your back come into the mat. It's really a nice feeling. Connect with that feeling. Lower back hits the ground. Ready to curl that tailbone. Tuck the belly in. Curl, curl, curl. Now press down in the feet. Feel the back lift. One little vertebrae bone at a time. Tops of the thighs get in the picture. Glutes. And coming down slowly. All right, there we go. Cross at the ankles, pick your feet up, and come on up. Okay, coming into tabletop pose, everyone. Feeling nice and strong. Those fingertips are spread apart. And remember that middle finger is making a T with the top of your mat. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. Curl your toes, press your toe pads into your mat to open the backs of your feet. Lift your belly just slightly. Give a little curl for the tailbone like we were doing before, just a little bit, and press the hips back toward the heels. Now, as you feel the hips come back, press the hips down toward the feet to open up the undersides of them. Nice release there. Drop the elbows into the ground. Press deeply into the palms, elbows, and the parts of the arms that are touching your mat. Look forward, but don't lift your belly. Now glide forward and lift. Again, curl the tail a bit. Press back. Press down toward the heels, toward the toes. Drop the elbows, belly comes down. Keep it down. Lift your head only enough so you can see the front of your mat, the front edge of your mat. Keep the belly low as you glide forward. Heart between the hands, come on up again. Uncurl the toes. Feel your table pose. Press into the hands. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's begin a cow pose, beginning by dropping the belly in the lower back and lifting your tail. Now, I want you to feel how your spine is dropping. Dropping, dropping, dropping. And then once you get to kind of the mid back, you've got that whole upper back, what you want to do is you want to just kind of lift the chest forward. Press the chest forward between your arms to really extend through that upper back. So you don't want to bring the back of the head back towards your upper back, too much compression on the neck. You can either look straight down at the mat or straight ahead. That gives me a little bit more stretch when I'm looking more ahead than down. Okay, here we go. Moving into cat. As you curl your tail, feel that big curve in your spine work its way from the lower back to the mid back. There it is between the shoulder blades. Press down into the hands for that. And then finally the upper back. And then another cow as you lift your tail, drop your udders, extend your spine forward toward the heart, lift the head. And again, curl the tail. Feel the curve coming into another cat pose here. And release. All right, let's get the shoulders again. Thread the needles. Right arm comes up. That hand slides behind the left wrist. The right palm is up. Drop down into the right shoulder. All right. Now we're going to do something else today. Take your right hand, over the left. Try to get the hands together and push out into the hands and just try to roll the torso toward the left. So give yourself just a little more twist in this one. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Now release that twist and get that left arm nice and relaxed. It can go up to the ceiling, it can go down to the ground. You can bind. Let the weight fall into that shoulder. Notice your breath. Left palm into the ground. Straighten that arm to release the right. Come into a table pose. So get everything recalibrated, recentered. Left arm comes up, sweeps to the side, drop down into the left shoulder. All right. Now, if you want to do a little more rotation, take that right hand over the left, more or less, and just kind of draw your, you know what, I'm not even going to put that in there today. I'm going to have to get better cueing on that one. It's a new one for me. Take the right arm up if you want to. Otherwise, just leave it down. Bind it if you want to. And then really let the weight drop into that left shoulder. Let the shoulder get used to that feeling. It's a deep release. Right palm into the ground. Press up and come back to table pose. Okay, curl your toes. Come on up. Down dog. Okay, you can walk your dog. Bending one knee and the other alternately. You can stay still. You can wag the dog's tail side to side. And if you're doing that, make sure you engage the belly, drawing it up toward the spine. All right, quiet the dog. Drop your heels, press forward into your hands, draw your chest back, relax your neck. Take 2 big rib cage breaths here in this inverted pose. Feels kind of weird, huh? Gravity shifted here. Left foot comes in just off center line. Ground into that foot. That's going to be a lot of support there from that left leg. Lift the right leg for three-legged dog. Open the hip to the right, flex the right heel, lift that ankle to the ceiling and pulse it. Keep the leg long, keep the pulses small and controlled. Lift it higher, turn your hips toward the mat, look toward the front of your mat. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Okay, left leg is strong, straight, and long. Shimmy those left toes back so you can get as much length from that leg as possible. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Squeeze your left inner thigh. Squeeze your left outer thigh. Squeeze the thigh around the femur bone. Think it if you can't feel it. Just think it. Press the left heel back just to get some good calf release here. Press more firmly into your right foot. Take your left hand a little closer to your foot. Right arm reaches forward. Reach, reach, reach. Don't be afraid to get as long as possible with this. Now lift that arm to the ceiling. Torso turns to the side. Press into that back foot. Keep that back leg nice and strong. It's supporting you now. Take that arm back if you can. Okay, let's get the shoulder with this. Bring the arm up, overhead, toward the ground. Bring it up and over, and to the back, toward the back of your mat. Up and over. Keep that back leg straight and strong, everyone. That left leg. Up and over. Nice big arch to the back. And forward again. Hand comes down. Torso faces the mat again. Hips face forward again. Straighten the right leg. Drop the left heel. Walk your hands back for pyramid pose. Bend the elbows back. Drop the torso toward the thigh. Take a big rib cage breath right here. Another. Make that rib cage nice and wide. Bend your right knee. Walk your hands forward. Drop your left knee gently. Remember, you have a pillow. You can put that under your knee right now. Top of the foot comes to the ground. Walk the fingertips back to straighten the torso, or take your hands to the top of the leg, whatever feels better. We're looking at left hip flexor here. Press the hips forward. Hands back down. Curl the left toes under. Lift the left knee off your mat. All right. Look back at that left foot. Put it in a warrior one position. You may need to scooch the right foot over, get it on a different track, a little wider track. Come on up, warrior one. Okay, hips facing forward. That's the important part. And then don't forget, this left leg is super important. Just like the last thing we did right when we were in that deep lunge, you want to use this leg. So squeeze the left butt cheek. Press that energy all the way down the left leg into the foot and press into the outer edge of your left foot. That's your supinator muscle. It's a really strong muscle in the foot. We tend to underuse it. Reach forward from here. Yeah, spine is long, spine is long. Reach, 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 reach. Right arm falls to the inside of the right leg. Leg and arm press into one another. Feel how secure the right hip is when you do that. Now lift the left arm to the ceiling. We haven't done this bind, I think, I know we didn't last week. Those of you who want to do a deep bind, here's your opportunity. I know I missed this one last week after doing it. Oh. Okay, those of you who are in a deep bind and feel like you want to be really, really like, I don't know, have some fun, try to straighten that right leg and drop your head. Bend it again. That's, all this stuff is optional. You just stop where you want to, everyone. I just keep leveling up. Release the right fingertips to the ground, left fingertips up to the ceiling, cartwheel up to warrior two. Palms come down. Turn the left palm so it's facing back. Press that arm way back there. Bend the elbow and bind. That means the top of the hand is somewhere into your back body. Take the right palm up to the ceiling and overhead. And I want you to fan open your right rib cage and feel it open. Use that back leg, use that left leg. It supports you. Back to warrior two. Okay, straighten the right leg, turn that right foot facing the edge of your mat. We're going to come down. Remember, we are hinging from the hips. Let's put our hands on our hips. Fingertips are pressing into the edges of our hip bones. Thumbs are squeezing into our lower backs. Now, press just into the fingers, not the thumbs, and then lift the thumbs upward just a little bit toward your mid-back and make yourself hinge right from there. Or however you want to do that with the hands, where you can really feel the hinging right from the hips. So when we hinge from the hips, back can stay nice and straight. Okay, you're halfway down. Bring your arms to the sides. Take your right hand to your left front ankle and the left arm up to the ceiling. Let's windmill. Right arm up, left hand to the top of the foot or the ankle. Other side, other side, other side. Last one. Out to the side, you're looking straight down, torso is parallel to the ground. Take both hands underneath you, under your head. Bend your elbows, drop down. The biggest inversion you can give yourself today. Just let the head drop. Feel the palms into the ground, straighten the arms. Walk your hands forward for wide dog. Press into the palms. Feel your arms work. Lift your belly just a little bit more toward your spine to engage your abs. And now let your head fall right between your arms. Feel the heart press back between the legs. Feel the mid-back open up and stretch here. Soften your shoulders, soften your elbows. Ribcage breath right here. One more. All right, glide forward, walk your hands back. And heel toe, bring your feet in about hip distance. Okay, I want to throw in a really great shoulder. We've done this before. We're going to do a CARS, controlled articular rotation of the joints. Okay, these are not easy. In fact, I don't know, I kind of played with the idea of doing a little instructional video. I don't know. It takes a while to get to know these, but we've done these before, so let's try. I'm going to try to lead you through this. Take your feet apart so that you're just really comfortable in the legs, comfortable in the shoulders. Okay, now press down into your feet and feel like you're just locking your body into the ground so the hips aren't going to move at all. Take your left hand onto those bottom ribs. Keep them down. So we're going to keep them from flaring forward. We're going to keep them down. Make a fist with your right hand and really get a nice, long, strong arm. So you press that fist away from you. Take the arm in front of you and the fist, the palm is facing up. So we're externally rotating the shoulder here. Now, slowly bring that arm up to the ceiling, comes to the side of your head. Press up, press up, press up. Now the arm's going to come back and you begin turning the palm back. Turn the palm back as you're bringing the arm back. It's a big turn in the shoulder joint. Now, when the arm comes to your side, the palm is turned to the side and the pinky is forward. We've completely rotated there. Now, palm facing the side, bring it back. Eventually, we're going to have to turn that palm again up to the ceiling and lift the arm. Keep turning it so the palm is facing up. Okay, we're going to do one more. Bring it up, keep the ribs low with that left hand. Up, 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 up. Now begin to turn that doorknob you're just turning the palm back. Pressing out toward the knuckles, out toward the knuckles. This is where you really get it right there. And then you bring it down, palm is facing out, pinky forward, top of the hand is towards your thigh. Bring it back. Start turning that doorknob. Turn it so much that the palm is up when the arm comes in front of you. Switch sides. Right hand takes the lower ribs, reminds them to stay down, keeps them from flaring. Make a fist. Feel that arm, feel that shoulder. Okay, turn the palm up. Bring it across. Lift it up. Now we're going to start Not turn yet, not quite yet. Now, as we bring it back, we kind of have to start turning. It's like we're turning a doorknob back. You're going to have to kind of figure out what works for you in terms of how you feel the movement. I'm using the palm as an indicator. Here we go, pinky forward, top of the hand toward the thigh. I use the palm because I don't know what else to use, but once you've done this a number of times, okay, here's where we start turning the doorknob, then you kind of feel what works for you and bring it across. Nice. I think we did, oh shoot, I can't remember if we did two or not. I'm going to do another one here just in case. I can't remember if we did one or two. If you don't want to do another one and you did two, remember turn that doorknob back, pinky forward. You keep the arm long and strong because you're really trying to work deep in the shoulder. And you know when you need to start turning that doorknob. And then bring the arm in front of you with the palm facing up. All right, we did it. Okay, come into down dog. We are going to go into pigeon now. Lift your right leg, bend your right knee, bring it behind your right elbow, swing the foot to the left, drop that leg, and scooch the left leg back, or however you want to get into your pigeon, and then come down. Everybody do your regular pigeon. If you would want to try it on your back, I'm going to lead those people. Okay, so pigeon on your back. You bend the knees over the hips like we did, right? Reverse tabletop. Then you cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh. You grab underneath your left thigh, bend your elbows and bring it toward you, and that's it. Chin toward the chest. If you're on the ground, just want you to drop into this deeply, letting that hip release one breath at a time. Using your ribcage breath here for maximum oxygen, maximum prana. And slowly come out of that one. Hands to either side. Curl the back toes, lift the knee, lift the hips, send the right leg back, down dog again. Okay, so just feel your dog, nice and warmed up now. Right foot comes in, just off center line. Root it into your mat, lift the left leg. Press forward into the palms, bring the chest back. Flex that heel that's up in the ceiling, or up toward the ceiling. Turn your hips to the left. You got your left shoulder. Notice when you make that turn, you're going to load more into the right arm and shoulder. Press deeply into that right hand. Push the mat away from you. You'll keep that shoulder nice and open and strong. Lift the ankle toward the ceiling and pulse. There's the left glutes. Right, the lateral, the side glutes here. Keep the leg lifted. Turn the hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward. Left foot comes forward between your hands. Look back at your right leg. Scooch those toes back so you can get that left leg as far away from you as you possibly can. Well, I shouldn't say the leg, the foot, because you want a really long leg. And the farther back you put your foot, the straighter you can get that leg. Now, press that right heel back just to feel the calf muscles opening. Nice. Right hand comes a little closer to the left foot. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Release the left arm forward. Reach, reach, reach. Yeah, unlock, unlock, unlock. Now lift that arm to the ceiling. Take the arm back, lift it up to the ceiling, bring it over your ear and forward down toward the ground. Lift it up and back. Lift it up. Don't forget to keep that right knee straight. Press into the right toe pads. You need that leg for stability. Back, up and over and down. Torso faces the ground. Hips face the ground. Look back at the right foot. Get it in a warrior position, so about 45 degrees. Come on up, check out the hips. Are they facing forward? If not, rearrange. Reach forward here, keeping the spine as long as possible. Take the left arm inside the left leg, press them into one another. Press firmly. When you press really firmly, you're going to feel the side of your left hip really engage. Oh, geez, what was I doing? Okay, left here. I switched positions. Now bring your right arm forward, lift it up. I switched sides and I kind of lost track, but I know we're here now. Now you can give yourself that bind or not, just stay in a bent knee triangle. Or you can stay in a bent knee triangle and do an intense side stretch and back up again, whatever. Deep binders can get under that leg. Of course, you can always bind just with the right arm. And if you're binding, try to straighten that front leg, see what happens. Just for the fun of it. Rebend. Release the bind. Come on up, warrior two. Turn the right palm to the side and then maybe even up to the ceiling a little bit. Bring that arm back. Bend the elbow. Take the top of that hand into your back body. Now release the top of that shoulder. Left palm comes up. Lift it up and over. Oh, yeah. Left rib cage. And release. Back into warrior two. Warrior one. Come forward here. I'm going to go into pigeon pose now. So back foot, check it out. Lift that heel, turn the toes forward. And then walk that front foot to the right side of your mat. Knee to the left side. Send the right leg straight back. Get those hips level and drop weight into this. If you're on your back doing pigeon, you're going to have your left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Grab under your right thigh, bring it toward you. So just kind of open up, just kind of open up your sensations, not your sensations, just kind of open up your observation to notice the sensations. Okay, just receive those sensations. And slowly lifting out of this, curling those back toes, lifting the knee, hips, sending the left foot back. Okay, walk the feet to the center of your mat. Bend your knees, push your butt back. Look for a little kindergarten chair for your butt. Stick it down, down, down. Grab the backs of your ankles, drop your head in front of your knees. Little tiny ball here. Breathe deeply, ribcage breath right here. Send the arms back, lift up. And we're gonna waterfall here. So remember, knees bend, butt pushes back when we come down. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stay down. So just let your body get nice and floppy here. Just flopped over your legs. Bend your elbows. Gently grab opposite elbows with your fingertips. And just concentrate on that space, the rhomboids between the shoulder blades, those muscles between there. Just let them stretch apart. Now add the ribcage breath. Drop the hands and press into the feet. Slowly roll up. And once you get to the top, bring the arms up and overhead, stretching nice and long here. Hands in Namaste Mudra position. Bring it to the heart. All right. Drop your shoulders. Maybe this will be better. It doesn't matter. I'll go straight. Okay, let's just get the wrists a little bit. Oh, I know a better one for the wrists. Well, not a better one, but a different one for a change. Okay, I'm going to come closer. Bring your arms close to your body. And we've done this before, I think. And then it's like you want to put your cell phone on your lower arms. You don't want it to fall off. So you're going to keep those arms connected to the side of your body, and your lower arms kind of just check them out more or less like this. Don't let the phone fall. Now take your fingertips all the way to the ground. More, more, more. Now bring your fingertips up. Now take your pinkies in toward each other. Now bring your fingers down toward the ground. Bring your thumbs out to the right. Now the fingertips come up. It's kind of awkward. And then back down. So what you're doing is you're circling in the wrists. There's a lot of little bones there. So like for me, I have areas that are really tender. I probably have arthritis in them or something, but I just move right through those. Reverse. Pinkies together. And see how I'm keeping kind of my palms open. Okay, one more in this direction. All right, and then just kind of shake them out. All right, come down to the ground. Oh, wait a minute. No, inhale up. Oh, we did that already. Down to the ground on your belly. I'm throwing in so many different things. I'm losing track a little bit. But I think I'm back on track. All right, crocodile pose. So you're going to get your palms stacked and your toes facing each other, and just put your head down onto the top hand. And then don't look at me. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm picking up my head just so my voice doesn't get all, with my mic. But really add that rib cage breath to this restorative crocodile pose. Really try to pay attention to expanding your rib cage, front, back, and sides. Now you can shift awareness to the lower back. Feel the lower back widen. And then soften and release as you exhale. Take your palms chest level. Feet are toed in. Elbows come into your body, as close toward your body as you can get them, and then press them down toward your feet. So that shifts the shoulders away from your ears and lengthens the neck. Tuck your chin in just a little bit to keep that neck nice and long. Now lift your pubic bone, roll it to your belly, and bring it back down again. And here we go. Remember when we came up in bridge pose? Kind of that same thing where you're lifting your body slowly off your mat. This time it's the front body. So we're using our back muscles. There's cobra. And then some people like to go to cobra to an up dog. And I know that there's some people, like Chris, I know you do this. You do an up dog. You really press into the top feet and lift the thighs. That's up to you. And then slowly come down. Again, inch by inch, and feel it. Feel where it's touching the mat. Forehead touches the mat. Lift it up again. Cobra, maybe cobra into a back bend. And then maybe looking over one shoulder, whether you're in cobra or back bend, and the other, if that little twist feels okay tonight. And then bringing it back down. Okay, once your forehead kisses the mat, turn your head to one side, release your palms up, arms to the sides, elbows definitely bent. Awareness to the shoulders, you want to keep them really nice and soft. Now slowly, without creating any tension, turn your head to the other side and rest into the other cheekbone. And then bring your head back to center. Hands on either side of your chest, lift up into a table pose. Curl your tail. Remember, there's that little curling of the tail, remember? And then press your hips back. Make this luxurious. This is a really nice child's pose because you're warmed up, so the spine can really benefit from this. Just fold into it slowly. Okay, and then once you get down, you can have your arms in front of you, but if they are, make sure that they're not ramrod straight, right? You want to keep them loose. Bent elbows. And then take a few breaths there. And then if you're staying for Shavasana, you can turn over into Shavasana pose. Okay. Eyes closed. Just feel the sensations of breathing. Let the breath be very natural. Don't control it. Just let the breath come to you. All right. So be just this open space where all these sensations can come to you, right? You're not creating these sensations. These sensations are happening, and you just observe the sensations. So just sit back, just open your mind and relax. Let everything come to you. Now notice the sounds in the room or other parts of the house where you can hear things. Just open up your hearing. And just like sensations, just let them come to you. And when you're in this place of laying back and observing, you'll notice the thoughts. Different kind of energy, right? Just a different sort of energy than sensations or sounds. And again, in this situation, when you're just relaxing, these are thoughts that just come to you. Okay, you're not creating them, they're just forming based on all sorts of stuff, your experience and sensations. They're just energy, just like all the rest of it. So just notice the thoughts as well. Watch the thought unravel. So really let the back body relax into the ground even more deeply. Notice the movement of your rib cage as you breathe. Again, just lay back and observe it. You don't have to make anything happen here at all. Be very passive, very receptive. So there's nothing to do but just experience this. Okay, so these are just all waves in the ocean of your mind. Take all your awareness to the sensations of your breath. Cover your breath with your awareness. And of course, if a thought comes and tries to pull you away and distract you, just notice the thought, watch it unravel. Try not to give it any significance, any importance. Just let it be like a sound that comes and goes. Take your awareness to the center of your chest, to your heart center. And again, just lay back, see what happens, what comes up, how it feels. So just be the receiver of all this. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you have a prayer, an intention, or a sankalpa that you'd like to put in here, just form that seed. And with your next exhale, release it. Just go back to keeping your mind wide open. Okay, making your transition. You're ready, rolling to your side. Slowly making your way to seated pose. Once you get to seated pose, feeling one nice big ribcage breath in and out. Arms extended to the sides, palms up, inhale overhead. Exhale, bring it down. Namaste. Okay, thanks everyone, and stay warm. I know it's really cold over there, so I've heard, but stay warm and cozy. And I know that it's going to warm up soon. Someone from out here is going to go back just for a week. She has a daughter with special needs she wants to just check on, and she's so happy that the temps are going to go up when she goes back next week. Okay, have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you. See you next week.